Hello, I'm Buck Paulson of the Painting with Paulson public television. You watch it. Anyway, today I want to give you a little discussion on values. Let's say it this way. You bring an apple to the teacher, right? The teacher's going to bring an orange to you because I want to paint and teach you to look like a blind man would see. What is the shape of that as you touch it? It's round, and I need to make it look round on a painting rather than just all orange color, right? So we'll talk about values in this segment. And what we have first is it's showing a round object that the values have been blended. I want to show you how to do that and then how we'll apply it to, for instance, an ocean. So down at the palette, I have 3 values. This is made with paint, Van Dyke brown and white. So I have just little thin lines there that show me where I want to be. I have a primed canvas, which is a little pink. The reason I like that, because if you had it pure white and you came up to the number 1 to put on, you'd think, oh, gee, it's the same color as the canvas. So I'm going to use 3 values. This is the number 3, then I'll put on the 2 and the 1, and we'll show you how to blend it. There are some artists, there's one Vermeer, who was a very famous artist, and you look at his work, and you can see where he has gone with these different values, of course, with color. And then he just blends just a little bit, but they're very distinctly felt and seen. So see, there's no blending done at this time. I'm just preparing myself. Okay, this is the lightest one. You may be even brighter than your cousin over on the left here. Okay, now when I blend these, I start with the darkest. And I'll blend the 2 and 3 together. Just a nice zigzag. Often you can use, I'll zigzag a little bit more there. Often you can use the same brush to just brush out the zigzags, or you can have a soft blender and just tap. Now as I am tapping, I'm pulling a little bit towards the dark. Clean the brush and go to the next one. This again is a zigzag. And I lean my little finger onto the canvas to steady it. Very much a right angle. So when I come here, I need to change it so I'm going this way. Otherwise it'll be just softened, but won't be enough of a blend. Okay, we'll tap that. Wipe the brush, just tap in the middle a little bit. Okay, that gives you a quick feeling of, gives you a quick feeling of form. This one, the 3 was a little darker. That's all right. Sometimes your 1, 2, 3 will be a very high value. Sometimes it'll be very dark. So we're kind of right in the middle. Now we want to apply that knowledge of form on a wave. We would call what is there a number 3. So I want to show something that's a little bit different on a wave as compared on the still life. Let's take raw sienna and white. That will work. And of course, the color you put on the wave, a lot of it goes by what do you have in the sky, what's causing the color. So here is my yellowish orange. This is number 1. But instead of mixing up a number 2, we're going to do something special, and that is this. You take and thin out the bottom of number 1, and it becomes a 2 value. I'll take a paper towel and just wipe a little bit, just for a little more softness at the lower edge. This is very dry. It doesn't have to be. You could do it wet too. It's often easier when it's dry. Okay, so now you have the 1, 2, 3. You do a little character on the top, which has nothing to do with 1, 2, or 3. You just want to have some misty feeling going up. So see, some of that misty feeling is kind of faint, and then you might have some misty feeling that goes up just as pure as what was there before. Let's take a little bit more of this light and come down to a second number 1, another number 1. And you have the same need, and that is that you soften and you have a 1, 2, 3 down there. It depends on the size of the wave. In the eye of the wave, let's take a little bit, your kind of yellowish color, little white with it, and we'll put this in here. We'll call this, see this time the 3 is very dark. We'll call that a 3. This is a number 1. And then the same thing, you want to blend, so you have a number 2. So you have a 1, 2, 3. What I would end up doing there, I would take a little bit of opaque mixture, which has a little white in it, and just touch a little bit, so you do have a little more of a strength there. On the rock, you just simply, let's take some of this orangey gray color, and we can put this on just so you get a feeling like that. So you have a different change in direction from this side to this side. It's not the roundness anymore. It's like on this easel. You have it, it's a definite direction. This is a different direction. It's just like a nose. One direction, another direction, and they each have to be a different value. On that rock, you would also have a little bit of foam dripping over it and so on. Okay, that gives you just a little bit of idea on the values and form there. Let me set this over to the side, and I want to bring up a teaching tool that I have. This shows a completed painting, And then going by what we're talking about in values, we need to put a number 1 on there, we need to put a number 1 on there, and we need to put the highlights down there. What I chose to do was to use a plastic. And I painted right on the plastic, put the number 1 on, put on the number 2, put a little character in here. You can see the lights are down below, and it goes up to little shadow, so you get the feeling of form. Lights around the sky. Let me just do this. Let me hold this sheet under it so you can see what I've added to it. And it's fun to have the before and after. It's almost like some of these books where it shows you taking off the skin and then the muscles and you see the bones. Very helpful. That's a nice aspect. I want to show you one other canvas, and this is showing again the 1, 2, 3, but see, I have a band of color here, a little darker and darker. So you get this feeling of a dome shape, and then you can go ahead and put your clouds and character into that. Often when you have a canvas, if you feel, I want to have it a little more rounded look, you just simply darken the corners slightly and it will work. And of course down here, we'd want to have character and so on there. But I hope that I have given you an apple and an orange, and that you understand it's how do you see it by touch. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on another segment.
This program is funded by the North Dakota Council on the Arts, the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4th, 2008, and by the members of Prairie Public.